Hello guys, this is Jonah from Best Paw Forward, and this over here is Maggie. Maggie is doing her weekly review today. Good job. Good girl. Leave it. Good girl. Good job. I don't care too much what she does right here, but I do want her to understand, hey, you can get the food from my hand, but if I put that food on the ground and I'm asking you to leave it, I expect you to leave it. So you can take it from, ooh, you're gonna try to take it right from my treat pouch. You can take it from my hand. You can take it if I put it on the floor in front of you. But when I put it down on the ground, leave it, and I say those words, I want you to leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Free. Good job. Free is going to be her release marker. That means she can do whatever she wants. Now, free as a marker just means great job. You can come out of that command now. You're free to do whatever you want. There's really no further direction to it. She doesn't have to do anything specific with free. Free. Leave it. See the difference. Good job. Good girl. Free. Good job. Very, very nice. So what I would like her to be practicing, especially at home, keeping up with this is, oh, time for belly rubs. Practice that with food on the ground. Practice that with toys. Keep that rolling. She's doing really, really good with it. But she might try to find the hole sometimes. So she still might be a little testy thinking, well, I know what I'm supposed to do, but maybe if I just go for it really quick, maybe I can get away with it and find where the holes are in the training. So just be aware of that. That's what your leash is for, okay? We're not using the leash to drag her around and get what we want necessarily. We're just using the lead as a tool to maintain the behavior she's already learned and prevent opportunity for failure, essentially, right? If she did try to pull a fast one on me there and she tried to test and go, oh, well, maybe if I just lunge for the food really fast, I can kind of get away with it. That's what the leash is there for. I can use that to make sure that she can't actually get away with that. I'm not going to let her get to the food, okay? So when working with that leave it command, I want to be using different treats, toys, objects like socks, etc. And I want her to be able to look at it right in front of her feet and not go for it. I also want to be able to just walk her right past it, etc. Okay? So we're practicing that a lot here in the facility, outside the facility, and then at home, up, off. Now, when I am moving on from here, I'm going to go into place. Good job. Place is going to be any elevated surface, okay? So place means go get on top of that thing right there. Good job. Beautiful job. Now, that can be a taller board like this. Big jump, Maggie. Yeah, good job. Good job. Place. This board here is also going to be placed. Big stretch. You got to get the back feet, girlfriend. This board is a little less stable. I'm going to help her out a little bit. Good job. Good girl. That board was a little more wobbly for her. Sorry, I think I went a little off screen there. Good job. Okay. And next thing that we are working on is our grooming habits. So when I say grooming, she's getting used to being brushed all over her body. She's getting used to her paws being held. So I'm going to grab a brush over here. And I just want to demonstrate how I want her to be pretty calm about it and allow me to get that brushing in without trying to nibble on the brush too much, without getting too wiggly on me. So of course she's a puppy, she's going to be a bit wiggly, but this is perfect behavior right here. And then I want to give her little breaks in between too, and I want to give her a little reward for just standing, okay? Good job. Now, using the brush is not the most important thing, because what I really want to see is her getting used to being touched everywhere. The ears, getting used to those ears being touched, the tail being touched. And here's the part that's a little bit trickier for Maggie, is the paws being held, okay? So this will place. Good job. Now this is where Maggie tends to lose patience a little bit easier, is me just touching her paws. Good girl. And that was pretty good right there. But sometimes when I'm touching those paws, she kind of wants to gnaw on the hand a little bit. She wants to kind of paw and wiggle, and she kind of wants me to just let that paw go, which is understandable. But I want her to be able to stand still and be calm and allow me to hold that paw so that I can do nail trims, so that the vet can do checks on her. Thanks. So nice. Yes, good girl. Good job. Right? So when I'm touching those paws, if she does get a little impatient with me, good girl. Good job. Good. And I'm not holding them for too long right now because I want to reward her relatively quickly at this stage for just letting me hold them and for her staying calm. And I want to touch each toe. I want to go for the nails. Here she's showing a little bit of that impatience I was talking about, right? So how do I react to her kind of gnawing at my hand a little bit, trying to move her paw away a little bit? I'm really not going to react. So in this case, I'm just going to hold steady and I'm just going to wait. I'm actually really not going to do too much there, okay? She did really good with her left paw there. The right paw is showing a little more impatience. So I'm going to wait that out. Good job. When she stops that mouthing and she stays still, that's when I'm actually going to let the paw go and reward, okay? Good job. Good. Good, touch her paw again. Way better about it that time. She's also kind of looking for food. Good girl. Good job. I don't want to just be, oh, let me hold your paw, right? Let me explore and pinch each toe, each nail. Wait until she quits the mouthing. Reward when she's calm. Good. Almost. I want a little more than that. And have as much patience with that as she's going to require. Good. Good girl. Good job. Good. Beautiful. Good. So, in a case like hers, I mean, she's quite gentle with that. It's really just like, hey, it's kind of annoying. Can you stop kind of behavior, right? She's just asking me to kind of quit what I'm doing there. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, not punish that, not ask her for anything there, except just, hey, when you actually stay calm and you're more still through it, you get rewarded really, really quickly, right? Hi, what's up? You coming back to me? All right. We are going to give that a pause there for now. Message us with any questions you guys have.